Whoa, here we are, 7 o'clock on a Wednesday night, Central Standard Time. Welcome, everyone, to Shadowhawk Talk Sardine Stream number 2. This week we've got sardines in a mustard sauce, which I was thinking about it over this last week since the first show. And I've been eating sardines for 50 years. But I've only ever eaten the plain ones, just regular packed in either oil or water. I haven't eaten the hot sauce or the mustard or any of the other variations that are out there. Um, I fell in love with my dad's recipe when I was a kid, and that's all I've ever eaten. So 50, possibly 50 plus years now uh, that I've been eating sardines, and I've never tried all these variations. So Shadow's going nuts. Hail Omer Glitch in the chat. Welcome, number one. Yay! What's up, buddy? Good to see you, Omer. Um, we're gonna get going here. I'm gonna let it. We'll let it run for a minute or two. We'll give you a little update on the old Shadow situation. Uh, oh God, it's been a rough year this year, man. So I had some problems with my knee. Got that pretty much under control, I think, for the next 6 months or so. At least survivable. So that's good. Um, Having a little bit of car trouble, which is pissing me off, but she's still running. She's still getting me back and forth where I need to go. So that's all good. Uh, Other than that, everything is pretty good. Had a few financial setbacks because of the medical issues and all that kind of thing. So the project's been kind of on hold, but I've got the finalized design. I've got an artist lined up to do a character turnaround for me, and then a complete character uh, piece. I've got a cover artist or two lined up already. It's just a matter of once I get back uh, financially into a point where I can start paying some people to get some things done. So hopefully by next year we will have the Shadowhawk, or I'm sorry, Battlehawk project coming out. Uh, don't want to get myself in trouble with Mr. Valentino. Anyway, so we'll give it a couple minutes for some folks to get in here. Omer would, I would send you a link, dude, but I don't. I'm trying to keep these real short because Mike is streaming right now, and I hate to step on him, but I don't know exactly how to record earlier and then uh, put that out through my StreamYard to YouTube. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Uh, but I'm a boomer. It is what it is. Hail, Raul and T. Yo, let's see. I knew Raul would show up, man, because he seemed like he was excited about the first show. So yeah, I don't know if you were here yet or not, Raul, but yeah, I've been eating these things for 50 years. This is the first time I'm gonna try them in a mustard sauce. So it's gonna be a new experience for old Shadow here, and even though I'm an old pro at eating these things. So should be kind of cool. Let me show you a little bit. Check this out. Here's here's the little setup I got behind. This is Mama Hawk's centerpiece that she assembled. It's Jaws and SpongeBob mashed up together, and then I bought her in a like fully scaled megalodon over here. This guy, um, that's like a replica type um, action figure thing. And she assembled this little centerpiece for our coffee table. So this is what sits here every night. I figured it would be a perfect background for the sardine stream. Here's a look at chicken of the sea. Look at that chicken of the sea. That is a very well known name brand. Um, I would highly suggest that if you guys are into a healthy food that's really good for you, omega 3s and calcium and all that good stuff, um, all the healthy fish oils, look into some sardines. And if you can get chicken of the sea, which these come from Dollar Tree, the next 7 shows will all be stuff that I bought at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 a can. At some point in this series, we will get up to the point where this same size can of sardines is going to cost me like 25 bucks for a can of sardines. And I don't have any idea what the difference is. Um, but man, it better be incredible for that kind of a price hike. Cause I've seen these little boutique brands and stuff going for crazy amounts of money, and you still get. I mean, there's depending on how big the little guys are, you get like 6 or 8 in a can. So if you're paying 20, let's just say 20 bucks a can, good lord, man, that's like almost $2 a little tiny fish. That's insane. Uh, so we're not we will be doing that at some point, but we're starting at the low end. We're gonna cruise all the dollar stores. We're gonna cruise all the local like small markets and stuff, the mom and pops, to see what kind of really cool imports and stuff we can find. Hail, Lorenzo's Slee Stack. I wish I had some lizard representation for you tonight, sir. But instead, I've got Godzilla's favorite food. He loves fish. So we're gonna have some fucking fresh fish tonight, my friend. There you go. Welcome, Lorenzo. Good to see you, buddy. And he's been very few and far between, Lorenzo, lately. I hope you're doing well, sir. All right. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this camera into position. Give me a moment, folks. And we'll get this thing opened up. Oh, what the hell? Okay. There we go. Alright, got the camera mounted. I hope it's not gonna fall out of there. Good lord. Let's see what kind of view we got. Camera on. Damn it. Camera. Okay. Camera on. There we go. Ah, we've got a pretty good view. So here they are, folks. Look at this. Chicken of the sea. Sardines in mustard sauce. So this is going to be a first for me. And I've, I like mustard. Um, so I think this is going to go well. I really hope it does. Um, wait, Raul, so you want hawk next week? What does that mean? I'm not gonna like cannibalize my own kind, dude. That's like I'm not doing that. I mean, I'll eat almost anything, but I'm not a cannibal, good sir. All right, hold on. I'm gonna read you guys the ingredients on this because it's a mustard sauce. So it's not just mustard and sardines. Let's see. It contains sprats of Clippia haringus, which is the sardine species that we're going to be eating tonight, in a mustard and vinegar, less than 2% ground mustard seed, which that's probably good because ground mustard seeds are really hot. Modified food starch, though this is all the stuff that they're making the mustard sauce out of. Salt, xanthan gum, flavor, color, blah, 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 product of Poland. So these little fellas were caught off the coast of Poland. So, hello, my little friends, and let's see how good you taste, eh? Uh, hope you haven't been driving around in any submarines with screen doors on them. Okay, so just pop the top on these bad boys, and oh shit. Planning, Shadow, planning. Why did you not have anywhere to put this top when you were done? Ah, dumbass. Alright, guys. Oh, okay, I got somewhere now. There we go. Some paper towel to set that on. Okay, turn the camera back on here. There we go. Look at those little fellas. Those are some decent. Wow, that's a nice spread at the top there. Look at that little guy. He's probably maybe 3 inches long or so. That's, yeah, we're gonna eat that guy first, I think. We're gonna go for that one. As usual, Shadow suggests that you go with just your plain old regular saltine crackers. That's all you really need. If you want to get fancy, you could do like a Ritz or something, maybe, you know, or a townhouse cracker. You want to fancy it up a little bit. Uh, Also, I suck with chopsticks, so I ordered these lovely pair of forceps that I should be able to manipulate these little guys with quite easily at this point. So let me fish out the first little sprat and put them on the plate. I'm gonna give you guys the old shadow for a minute. Oh, come on, little fella. All right, we're gonna grab a couple because ah, I don't like the way they laid these in the can. This is making it very difficult to get them out whole, which is gonna make it more difficult on me to show you how cool these little guys are. Ooh, that's cool. I wanted to. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so we're back. Got a few of them on the plate now. Hold on. There you go. And this is what I was trying to show you last week. Let me see if I can get a hold of this. Get it up in the camera. I dropped it. Nope, it's still there. You can't see it very well. Here, there you go. That, my friends, is a little spine out of one of these little guys. So really, all they do is remove the heads, and these little spines are yummy and delicious. Just a little bit crunchy. Mmm, mighty tasty. Full of calcium. Okay. So since I found one in the can, I don't have to try to open one up to show it to you. We'll bring these guys a little bit closer. I have noticed that even though chicken of the sea is supposed to be like, one of the more bigger national brands or whatever, these fish are pretty beat up, man, by the time they get put into the can. Um, I've actually seen King Oscars and stuff, other more common brands that have much nicer, much more gently treated fillets um, in their cans, which is nice because if you don't have a nice presentation, these will still taste fine. It's not going to be an issue about that. Um, it's just that you can see that they like the processing, man. They got beat up a little bit. Um, Bone says I've never tried spine before. With a name like Bone, you've never tried spine? Come on, man. All right, here we go. We're gonna give one of these little fellers a shot. Put him onto the old trusty sardine. Well, here's another tip from Old Shadow. If you're in rough times, you need to save money. One can of sardines and about 6 saltine crackers is a nice lunch. It will carry you through the day. There's plenty of protein. There's omega 3s. There's all kinds of calcium in these little guys. It's it's a very economical way to eat your lunch. And if you like fish, hey, works out great. Yeah, sardines do make a perfect snack for Huck. Uh, very, very, very obvious, Mr. Obvious there, Lorenzo. All right, here she goes into the old mouth hole. Mm-hmm. Mm. All right. I don't know if you guys can hear that crunch or not, but that's pretty good. I've never tried those before. Um, the mustard sauce is nice. It's got a little tanginess to it, not too much. It's not too spicy. It's just enough to kind of take away a little bit of the fishiness of the sardine, which I'm a big fan of the fish, so I don't mind the fishiness of the sardine. But for anybody that's um, likes a little bit more milder of a fish flavor, I think this would work out well for them. So here's one that fell apart as I put it on the cracker. We're gonna try one more here real quick. Mm. Oh my god, it's a little bit. I'm trying to describe it for people who haven't tried them. It's a little bit like tuna, but a little more fishy, a little more on the oily side. But if if you're a seafood fan, I'm telling you, man, these little guys are incredible. Uh, I love them, and it's amazing that it took me this long to start trying out the variations, and I'm glad to be bringing you all along on my journey. Does the mustard sauce make it better? Bones says. Well, that depends on your opinion. Now, what I normally do with them, the way my dad taught me to do them, was you take the sardines, all of them, out of the can, and you drain the oil or the water or whatever, and put them into a bowl, mash them up lightly, into big chunky pieces. Dice up some fresh onion, really small, mix it in, and then douse the whole thing with lemon juice and throw that onto a cracker. So that's how I've been eating them for the last 50 years. I've never tried these mustard variations and stuff. Uh, so like I said, depending on how much you enjoy the flavor of fish, and if you prefer more of a milder fish or whatever, the mustard sauce does it kind of cuts the fishiness a little bit. I'm gonna fish one more of these little fish one more out of the can here, and we'll do one more cracker, and then we'll think about it and see what my rating on this is gonna be. Again, I'm a Puritan when it comes to these things, so I may be slightly more critical of the sauce than others might be. I don't know. Well, there she goes. The little cracker with another Dean on there. Hey, Dean, how you doing? Oh no, crunch. Oh, poor Dean. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know if you guys could hear him off camera or not, but my dog and my cat are both over here just looking at me, giving me the big, giant, sad eyes. And please give us some fish, Dad. Mm-mm-mm. Oh my God. All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to say I am very disappointed that I waited this long to try the sardines and mustard sauce. Uh, Come on, man. There we go. Because they're really quite good. Um, the mustard does not really overpower anything. It just kind of mellows it out a little bit. I'm gonna unclip you guys out of this overhead light here. See if we can finish this thing. All right, hold on. There we go. Okay. I don't have to be leaning over the top of this mount anymore and looking down onto the sardines. Um, wow. Yeah, surprisingly quite good. Damn. I may just start buying them this way when this is all over instead of doing the classic recipe. I mean, I- I'm pretty impressed with those. I give it, if the fish weren't so beat up, if the fillets were treated a little bit nicer, I would give that probably a 9 out of 10. Um, but being as the condition of the fish is like a little less than like ideal, I would really like to see some prettier fillets in that can. Uh, but other than that, it's quite nice. So chicken of the sea, sardines and mustard sauce, and these were I can't even read it. It's so tiny. Um, Sprats of the Clipea menesis variety. So again, there are many different varieties of small fish that they call sardines. There's a few different species and stuff that all qualify as sardines. So I'm still doing some research into that and seeing how that all came about. Um, I think sardine is kind of just the trade name for these little tiny small fish that they catch and can. Um, they don't necessarily have to all be the same species or whatever, as long as they're the right size, it kind of seems like. Um, but yeah, so far, 50 plus years of eating these little guys, and they're all delicious. Hope you guys have enjoyed tonight's little trip down mustard sauce sardine lane. And hail all and have a great night. I'm getting ready to go eat some dinner. That was a great appetizer. Have a good night.